Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. This is your Boom Radio NG. My name is Shola Rogers, and I bid you a warm welcome to Hymnodia on Radio, the Invictus edition. Yes, you do know about Hymnodia on Radio every Sunday, 7 a.m. right here on your Boom Radio, 7 to 8 and 8 to 9 on XLFM out there in Uyo. Of course, if you're just joining us, this is a 30 minutes program, and I am blessed with so much talent in the building today, because like I always say to people who have sat in these chairs on Mondays at this time, I'll say these two people would rather not come here now. They probably would have wanted to come at the end of the season when someone's got the ASAF and someone's got the car keys and some other stuff. But regardless, this is the beauty of Hymnodia. It's not about only being there at the end, but about being a part of the journey and as part of the story, and also showing that you are victors in your own beautiful way. And on that note, I like to make a warm welcome to Stephen and Eche. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna need you guys to speak up more.
Okay. Thank you.
Aha. Thank you, sir. No reach your belly. What's that?
I will reach now.
You reach, Avi. I like that. That's what it is. Of course, welcome to Boom Radio NG. We are big fans and we are partners in progress with Hymnodia HQ. We've been a part of this journey from the get-go, and we don't plan to stop now. We plan to even take it a notch higher. Let's see how things pan out. So, let's not waste too much time, because we only have 30 minutes to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to come straight at you, and I'm going to start with Stephen, and tell me, where do you live, and how did you hear about Hymnodia?
Okay. I live in Shomolu, Lagos, and I heard about Hymnodia through my friend. You know, she called me and encouraged me to.
You need to come closer to the microphone, yeah?
Okay.
Fantastic.
She called me and told me about Hymnodia and told me that I have the talent, I have what it takes to,
Your friend?
Yeah, my friend.
Called you?
Called me.
Wow.
That I have what it takes to go for the competition, and here I am today. I partook in that show. I faced the challenges. I performed on that stage. It's a wonderful experience for me.
Eche.
Yeah.
So, where does Eche live on the face of the earth, and how did you hear about Hymnodia?
Okay, I stay at Abuja, Lokugoma district particularly. I attend St. James Anglican Church. Same still in Abuja.
Lokugoma?
No, that one is at Asokoro.
Asokoro, right.
Yeah. So I got to hear about Hymnodia through a friend as well.
Wow.
A really good friend of mine. She called me. Then we traveled for Xmas. That was last year.
Yeah.
December
2019.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, of course. You're in Lokugoma. You go to church in Asokoro, so you probably wouldn't have heard about it.
Yeah. So she called me. She was.
Where does she live?
She stays at Abuja as well.
Wow. And she heard about Hymnodia.
She heard.
Amazing.
About it. In fact, she follows it to the
core.
Yeah. So she called me. She was telling me about this. I was like, it's our own.
Which I won't go do for there.
It is up now. It's our own take run this one. So she was now like, see, I believe in you. I believe you can do this. I believe you can. I believe you can actually do this. I've seen what you have. I've seen what you can. I said, now watch with this one. I now had to go and browse, to go and watch.
Go check it out.
Check it
you
out.
Saw videos of season 1.
Yeah, I saw those ones. I was now like, I want to do this kind.
This is what you want me to do.
Yeah, is this what you want me to do? I was now like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. So she was like, I'll slap out of you.
I think I like your friend.
She's actually very, very interesting, a very interesting personality. So reluctantly, I did the video. She played for me. She's an organist. She played for me. Yeah. She played the video. She asked me to send it. I sent it, and fortunately, I got selected. There, and then I knew God's hand was.
That this is real, man.
And this is real.
This is no joke.
I got to the auditions and met people that, looking at them, you know that these people are good. I felt intimidated actually.
Wow.
I was like, God, you don't bring me here.
All the way from Abuja?
All the way from Abuja, yeah.
To Lagos?
To Lagos.
Amazing.
So finally, I got in. That was where I got the confirmation. God, now you do this for me. So it was all
God.
It was all God. Because me, for one, I'm an enthusiast, a music enthusiast. So if I just sing and praise God in church, I never really thought I could be here.
Wow.
Well,
and this is God at work, right?
This is God at work, yeah.
I see you're lost for words, because at times when you find yourself in a situation that defies normal logic and calculations, you start to understand the divine angle to our lives, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And I see you guys agree on that, right?
Yes,
exactly.
So, but I have noticed the trend, and I am going to say, thank God for good friends. Thank God for good friends. You know, I've sat with virtually everybody that has been evicted, you know, in this studio, and they keep talking about, let me say, 80% of the Imnodia contestants talk about a friend that made them contest. So thank God for your good friends, because friends can make or mar your career.
Yeah.
And you have good friends that have brought you into the Imnodia fold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so a lot of reality shows are out there. There's so many of them. Some even, in fact, the ones that I personally detest, but let me not influence your thoughts. Some will even ask you to pay money. They say go buy a farm somewhere, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 naira. You will win Kineko million and all of that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Imnodia is not like that, right? Is
Not
it?
at all.
Lie.
How much did you guys pay to get him to Imnodia?
Nothing.
Right.
Just send your video, and
If he gets selected,
yeah,
you
come
got a
for-
call.
Yeah, you got a
We
call.
got a
You
call.
come for an audition, and that's it.
That's it. So let's give them a pass mark on that one. There's nobody trying to make money off contestants, because
Yeah.
picture a scenario where 1 million Nigerian youth enter a reality show and pay 5,000 naira.
Blood money.
Abi?
Yes, exactly.
All right, thank God that, of course, we have crossed that threshold. We're not that kind of organization. I'm happy to be associated with the guys behind Imnodia. And again, you know, the winner of season 1, he got his car, got his money, got everything, right?
Yeah.
You guys saw him.
Yeah.
He works in the faculty now.
Yeah.
He was with you guys in the
Kenneth.
institute, right?
Yes.
Kenneth.
Yes.
Yeah. And did you guys get to interact with Kenneth at any point in time?
Of course.
Personally, what are your impressions? What did you come away with when you spoke with Kenneth?
Okay. Normally Kenneth is an easy person. So when I met him, he told me what I needed to work on. I was like, truly, this guy deserves to win. This is a winner talking. He will support you at every angle in your arrangements. He will tell you what to put and what not to put to make your performance better. Yeah. So he's actually a great guy.
And he deserved to be winner.
He deserved to win.
But what about you,
Okay,
Steve?
for me, Kenneth is a cool dude. His words of encouragement actually carried me along. I could remember when we had a particular stanza where we did traditional, our mother tongue. Yeah, you know, he called me and told me that I should be in charge, that I'm not in charge enough.
Take charge.
You know, I should command my instrumentalist and tell them when to come in and all that, you know. He tried to motivate me, and that really helped me. And after that performance, even one of the judges, you know, commended the way I I interacted, with the drummer.
With the drum, because now after that word from Kenneth, you were able to at least make them. This is what I want. This is how I want you to play with me, and all of that. Now, Hymnodia is not about the razzmatazz or the show. It's more about the message, right?
Yeah.
And we all know that
beyond singing.
It's beyond singing.
Exactly.
Beyond singing.
It's not just the voice. Everybody here, we have the voice. We have the talent.
Yeah.
But
it's beyond the talent.
It's not just it.
There's some other elements.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You must have good lifestyle. You must have. If you don't have a relationship with God, because this is actually a spiritual
thing,
and thing. It's not
for real.
It's not like the MTN Project Fame and the rest. It's a spiritual thing, and even the songs that we sing are spiritual. So that's why I say it's beyond. You might have all the voice on earth, if you don't have that connect, if you don't have that right standing, if you don't have the right behavior,
it's not going to work.
It's not going to work for you there.
All right. So that's a testament to the beauty of Hymnodia being beyond a reality show. It's not a reality show. Calling it a reality show is like bringing it down to say, okay, yes, it's the same with this other one. No, it's not. It's beyond that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So there you are, a stranger in Lagos, Eche, finding yourself in the midst of hundreds of people. You are at the auditions, and you scaled the first hurdle, scaled the second hurdle. Then suddenly, Stephen,
the
Shomolu man is there in Eche too. Everybody's getting ready, and they tell you, you need to write a hymn to get through. Abi?
Yeah, sure.
What was that like?
That was actually a great task to do, because before the auditions, I've never written any hymn. I don't know what.
Not even one.
Not even one.
But you were singing a lot of hymns.
I was singing.
You were in the choir.
Exactly. I've never written even one. Though I have songs, but songs are different from hymns. Hymns, they have rules and regulations, ranging from the rhyme scheme to the meter to the syllabic structure to now the tune you will use for it. Everything has to be in order. So when they told us to do that, I was like, now so you go.
This is the end of the road.
My brother. So I go home. Because of the stress and all, I got sick. Because of the stress of traveling.
Back and forth,
yeah. I got sick. To show you that God's hand was actually in this, I woke up in the middle of the night. Something just came. I didn't know anything about writing hymns, but something just came. And as I just wrote them down and slept back. Then the next morning, I started working. I started making calls to be sure I know what I wrote and sent to people to make corrections. And then when they made the corrections, I effected it to my hymns. And when I did that, the tune as well, everything was just there. And when I now got into the auditions, the judges actually commended my hymn was Lord Have Mercy, and the tune I used was on a minor. So
sing us the first stanza of that.
On the cross you died for me, shed your blood that we might live. Yet our flesh hath hindered us. Lord, have mercy.
You wrote that.
That was my first hymn in this life.
You arranged that. You put everything in place for that.
My God's grace.
Stop. Stephen, talk to me.
Okay. Writing hymns. Well, I never thought I would ever write a hymn in my entire life.
Never.
If at all I'm going to write anything, not a hymn.
The song.
Yeah, it's song. So for me, it's a very beautiful experience, And there's this satisfaction I get once I'm done writing the hymn. You just feel
you've done something big.
Yeah, like I did something great. So I remember the stanza where we had to compose our own hymns. It was really great for me.
This was during season 2 now.
Yeah, during season 2. I think, there was a stanza where we composed that hymn, and it was really beautiful for me, and everyone even loved the composition.
Can you sing a stanza from your hymn for us?
Okay. Lord, we look to you with hope. Give us grace to help us cope. Conquer all our present fear. Every doubt of ours to clear. In this dark perilous time, we cling to your grace divine. Come, Lord, with your mighty hand, save our souls and heal our land.
Remember it, right?
I remember that.
It's a deep prayer.
Echezuna, you like that?
Then that hymn was touching. From the very first day he was writing it, didn't already enter my head. Like, this guy is good. This guy is good actually.
Talking about who is good and who is very good, when you finally made it to the institute, it was supposed to be 14, but they had to add
Dr.
Eche from season 1, because everybody knows that Eche had to go write his final exams.
Yeah.
And now, thank God, you called him doctor. He's now a medical doctor.
Yeah.
He's also an Abuja person,
Yes.
choir and all of that.
Actually,
did you know Eche from Abuja?
Exactly. I knew him. In
Right.
fact, I still know him.
Of course. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
So there's 15 guys in the institute. Day 1, business starts from day 1.
Yeah.
Everybody's actually working hard to make it real. What were your impressions of the intestines when you finally met them in the institute? Different people you came across.
Yeah.
What were your impressions of everybody?
Well, my impression about every single person there is that for you to have even made it into the institute, you must be very good in a particular aspect. I don't know what that was for me to figure out.
That means that you feel that the standards are very high.
Exactly.
The standards are high.
Everybody-
So anybody who makes it into that house must have ticked all the right boxes, right?
Exactly.
Is that what you guys are saying?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Because from day 1, from the very first day, from the very first person that sang to the list, everybody did very well. There is no particular person that you say, and this one go win, no. Or there is no particular person that you say,
This one no sabi.
You understand? So everybody there was on a level plane. You understand? That's how God works actually. And then being together now, iron sharpener time. When this guy knows this and I don't, I meet him to teach me this. When he doesn't know this and I do, he meets me too. So all these work together for good, actually.
Steve?
Okay, when I got to the house, my impression, well, I'm this kind of person that I just form something in my head about someone, but at the end of the day, it was totally wrong. So I had to start seeing the other side of everyone, and I found out that I can work with any of them. My first stanza where I worked with great singers like Idiomo and Ogochukwu, I felt I was opportuned to work with those great singers. So I was expecting, the second stanza I was expecting, higher singers to sing with for my next task. So I can scale through probation and all that. But at the end of the day, I was given Margaret and Eche. I was like, are you sure these people are going to be able to beat my previous partners? And I thought about it, but at the end of the day, I corrected that impression that I had about them, and after that performance was rated the best at the end of the day. So I just
learned how to have an open mind about everybody.
Exactly. Everybody has something unique. Everybody has something unique. And that performance was so beautiful.
All right, everybody has something unique. Now, can we also talk about the faculty and the judges? What are your impressions? I'll stay with you, Steve.
Okay.
You know, there's Dean Ben.
Yeah.
The first anchor of Hymnodia used to call him Mean Dean Ben.
Yeah.
And I have interacted with Dean Ben a couple of times. I feel he's an amazing guy. You get?
True.
So, but he's also tough because he seems to know what he wants, and he knows how to get it. It's like, if you're not going to come up to that level, then you're on your own.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the faculty and the judges. What are your impressions of each and every one of them?
Each of them.
Yes.
Okay, let me start with. I said something about Kenneth.
Yes, you are.
Kenneth is this kind of person that will
Did
listen.
you get to work with Olumide Barita?
Yeah. So Kenneth is this person that will listen to you and will encourage you. You know, he's been there before. So when he's talking, you know, he's talking from
Experience.
He's talking from, because he was there in season 1. He understands the whole show. He understands everything.
Yeah.
So he's this person that will call you and encourage you and tell you, oh, do it like this, do it like this. I don't do this thing before. If you carry on go this level. So he accompanies. I love when he accompanies me. I'm confident while singing. He accompanies me well. Then Olumide is also a fantastic person who was interested in my charisma, the way I stand on stage, the way I express my song. He's gonna tell me do it like this, which also helped in my performances. Then to Mr. Bolaji. Mr. Bolaji is a very attentive faculty member who will listen to the whole structure of the work and tell you that, okay, change this thing, change this part. It's sounding like something I heard in your previous arrangement. Because after my arrangement, there's a possibility, if I'm doing the second one, there's a possibility that it might, sound alike. So he tells me, change this part, and it helps me to be versatile, to be broad, to be open and add more things to my arrangement. Then to Mr. Owaje. Mr. Owaje is this calm,
laid back,
quiet,
but very, very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah, he's loaded. He's really loaded. In fact, I don't like it when he keeps quiet. I actually told him that I really, in fact, after listening to me, I really need you to talk instead of just keeping quiet, because I know he has a lot to offer. Then to the judges, let me start with Judge Ige. Judge Ige, I love watching her face while performing because she encourages. That face alone, that big smile, while you're on stage, even when you're tensed on stage, once you look at her face, it eases up the tension. So I love watching her, and again her comments about my performance is always encouraging. Then to Judge Yinka, Judge Yinka will tell you as it is. She will tell you that this is how I feel. This is, I love her too. Then to Judge Sunday. Judge Sunday is also an organist and the choir master for years. Who would also comment. And when he comments, he's talking from experience, from a broad experience. So they're all great. Yeah.
All right, Eche, quickly.
All right. Let me start from Kenneth. Okay. No, we've spoken about him before, but I didn't say something. For the fact that he's a low-pitched singer like me, he's a bass singer and a baritone, so he's actually very experienced at that level. So you will tell me, guy, you're a low-pitched singer, don't do this. These people are up there. Don't stay on your
lane. Don't go to the high notes.
Do your thing well. May no enter bush. Understand?
May no enter bush.
That is right. So he will tell me what and what to put and what not to. I actually love him. He's
a great guy.
He's a great guy, yeah.
Alright. So the other faculty members?
Yeah, to Olumide is almost the same voice, texture. So you'll be like, guy, no for my hand though. You now tell me give me scopes on what and what to do and what not to do, because before now I have not been on a stage before. I sing in church actually, but not.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's never the same when you sing in front of judges. You know, it's actually pretty difficult. I didn't think it was going to be that difficult. I've sang in front of a crowd before, but then he will say, "Guy, everybody experiences this.
Right.
It's your ability to conduct yourself and
that matters the most.
Control yourself on stage that matters. That shows how professional you are." So he will tell me all this, give me some scopes I would do on stage. He's a very, very nice guy. And let's not forget Blessing. Blessing will always come after each performance to tell us what and what we did wrong and make corrections. Very lovely set of people.
The judges?
No, let me finish with
okay, the faculty,
yeah. Mr. Bolaji first. He's a very lovely guy. He will tell you how it is and how it's supposed to be. And so you make the corrections where necessary. And tell you, guy, you're done with your arrangements, focus on your performance. Same with Mr. Dapo, very lovely guy. During my self-composed, he's the only person that actually played for. I'm the only person he played for. Yes, Mr. Dapo. So because of that, he focused on my performance more. It was like, in fact, he helped me in my choir as well.
Wow. Because
we sang with backups and all, so he helps me in that aspect on my arrangements and what I should do and what I should not do. Because now living the people, so I have to do it. And by God's grace, it came out well. Now to the prof himself, never met anybody like that man. And he's very skilled, talented. You won't see him on keyboard anyhow, but when he goes to that keyboard, oh Barry, doesn't know that keyboard will deliver that day. Doesn't know that piano. He's a very, very talented instrumentalist when it comes to playing, and he's a very, very good hymn writer. He will tell you this, correct it, and he's actually encouraging.
All right.
It will give us that opportunity to work the more and come out with good things, better things. Now coming to the judges. Mama Eche, she's a very, very lovely personality. Aside judging us on the stage, she will also tell us where and what we are doing wrong and how to correct them, especially the breathing and all our breath control. Yes. So she will tell us, see, do this. This is how to do it. This is how not to do it. Comport yourself, because me, I'm all these kind of people that are always free on stage. I'll come and be doing anyhow.
Just flexing
on stage. But then she'll be like, see, you better comport yourself on stage. You're not a rapper or something. So I learned that from her. I learned to control myself on that stage. And she made a comment about it as well. So she's a very lovely person. And Mr. Sunday is another good judge. His musical ears I love his ears. Like once you sing a wrong note,
he knows.
He'll catch you. He'll catch you. You're gone.
Okay.
And then to Yinka, the lovely personality. I'm very, very glad I met people like them.
All right.
Very glad.
We are out of time actually. We have overrun, but before we get out of the studio, I want you to predict the winners. And just go straight and tell me who's going to win. I'll stay with you, Eche. It's your thoughts based on your experience with all of these people. Yeah. You should be able to put your money where your mouth is and say, this guy is winning, or that girl is winning, or that woman is winning, or that boy is winning.
Okay, like I said earlier on, you can never predict the winner. But then
I want you to predict it.
Everybody there, they are talented. But I think Frank is the best. He's experienced. And then his voice.
So you're giving it to Frank?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. And Stephen?
Okay, I stay with Eche on that. I think Frank is a fantastic musician. I think he's done well so far from the beginning of the show to date, and he has, as in, I've not seen any fault with him. He has been at the top of his game. He has delivered well from the beginning of the show till now. I think I'll give it to him, and I wish him all the best. He's still humble, you know.
Okay, so that's the show. We gotta go before I get fired, guys. That's the deal.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. We're still gonna be with you guys very soon, and hopefully we'll have this discussion again after the finals, and we'll be able to do a recap of the show.
Okay.
Thanks for coming through. I wish you the best in your careers.
Thank you so
And may
much.
you guys continue to shine like the stars that you are.
Amen.
God bless you, God guide you, God keep you.
Thank you.
This is Shola Rogers signing out. Imnodia on Radio returns next week, Sunday, 7 a.m. with Dean Ben Ogwewi, bringing you 1 hour of hymns. God bless you. Peace.